fishing. Here we have a little bit of pilchard set up, just a small bit. Some people like using really big baits, and they actually have no success with eels. Mark Proud's one of those guys. So let's see if we can catch some. Okay. As you can see, we're quite serious eel fishermen here at Yepamon. What I will do, we're getting a bite here, I will black out the background so no one takes my spot. You'd be surprised if I show you my location. Next week there'll be 400 Asians here, and you know, people on the Facebook forums are really going to get quite angry. So we will do some editing and we will black out the background. Might talk about the eel gear we're using. Eel fishing is very specialised sport and taken very seriously. I get all my rods built by one of the best rod builders out there. His name's Chris from CKR. If you want to get into eel fishing, you really need a specialist eel rod. You know, get on to Chris, he'll look after you. Just say you need an eel rod and he'll make you one of the best out there. The success rate of catching eels increases around 6,000%. Yeah, so it is very important to hit him up with a custom rod build. Also, when eel fishing, see these things here? They're bomber eyewear. These things are built in with a eel detection lens. I can actually see into the water. No other company out there makes eel sunglasses, but these are designed to pick up eel activity. And then also, as you can see on our rods, we only use the SAS. They have a range of line, the eel series, in a various range of weights, because eels do fight very hard. Sometimes I'll have to buckle myself into the chair just to catch one, and the SAS has never let us down. So yeah, get onto those guys and they'll help you out with the necessary eel gear, and you know, after that you are guaranteed to catch eels. As you can see at the moment, it's a bit of a slow start, but once the eels are on and they're schooling up, you'll be amazed at how many you get. Sometimes a gimbal is also necessary, but I'll get onto that later on. Okay. Another thing that's very important when eel fishing, hydration. It's a long day, eel fishing, very strenuous activity. Make sure you hydrate. I've seen blokes become very sick after eel fishing because they just haven't taken the time to hydrate themselves. They've just got so excited with the opportunity to catch such a magnificent creature, and they forgot to hydrate themselves. Hydrate, one simple word. Respect the eels and the environment they live in, and just look after yourselves, guys. This is a very, very dangerous sport, and it shouldn't be taken lightly. I've seen people eel fish, and it just amazes me at what they do to themselves to catch an eel, and they just get injured, mate. Steep banks, people sliding into the rapids, as you can see. I'll just quickly show you over here. Rapids, you know, those things, they will kill people. If you don't take it seriously, you will be swept down the current, and most probably out the mouth of the entrance into the ocean, and you'll never be found again. There are many victims of eel fishing, and we've never seen them again. So please, safety first. Thank you. It just amazes me at how people become so complacent with such an extreme sport. But anyway, safety first, guys. Thank you. Okay, another lesson on eel fishing. When you catch an eel, they do run very, very hard. I've probably got around 80 kilos of drag just to stop one of these buggers. I learnt off a good mate of mine, Brett from Yep I'm On. Kneeling down and bracing yourself for such a fight really helps. You will see that when I land one of these amazing creatures, I will get on the knee, and it just supports the whole body for the fight. Brett showed me this while fishing, and it has worked me wonders. I have caught so many more eel just by bracing myself. So you'll see that later on when we get onto one of these monsters. But thanks, Brett, for showing me the kneel position. Without that, I wouldn't be where I am today. So thanks, Brett. Okay. There are many places you can catch eel. There is places, for example, some people catch eels near drains in housing estates. Very risky, very risky. If you get pulled into one of those drains, see you later. You might as well kiss your family goodbye. They will never get you out of those drains. Mark likes to fish near drains. He's a very risky man. I've seen one nearly pull him into the drain. I've had to grab his hand and pull him out. So, ideal situation is to wear a life jacket. Adam from Yep I'm On, he wears a life jacket. You know, some people might call him a girl. At the start I looked at him and go, a bit of a fag, until I realised that this sport is so dangerous. I'm not wearing one today because, as you can see, I'm quite a mastered eel fisherman, but Adam isn't up to that level yet. And I really take my hat off to him for looking like a homo when he's eel fishing, but at the end of the day, it's about safety. He can go home at night and see his family. He's not going to be a statistic. He's not going to be one of those blokes who have been lost to eel fishing. So, if you need, wear a life jacket while eel fishing. Yes, you'll be probably called a homo and some various other names. But, you know, don't take it to heart. As long as you know that you're doing the right thing, you'll be fine. Don't worry about how people portray you and, you know, classify you as a fag. As long as you feel that you're doing the right thing. Simple. Just going to check this boat. This is a dangerous move. I'm actually going to cast into the rapids. They like to really hang around the rough water, so I'll be a little bit risky and I will cast in there. You know, it's a bit dangerous. The rapids could pull me in once the eel connects and takes that bloody hook, but I've been training with Adam on my guns, so I'm pretty sure I can handle this. Perfect. That's exactly exactly where I wanted it. Just the bottom of my eyewear detected eels, so that's where I've cast it. So thank you, Dallas. If any of you guys get on Facebook, go to Dallas, he'll hook you up with a set. Tell him I sent you, he'll give you a good deal. And if you like, you could also buy a lot of his other products. His scent is very good for eel fishing. I rub a bit on my pilchard. The garlic works wonders. Another thing with eel fishing, hooks, very important. I use circle hooks. There are a few out there among us eel fishermen who believe circle hooks are bullshit. What I say to them is, how's your success rate? Circle hooks, perfect. Corner of the mouth, guaranteed hookup. I've seen blokes use non-circle hooks. The problem is, yeah, they'll get a run. You know, they'll get a good run. And then the bait's just spat out. They just don't hook up. And then they're on the wall or in the scrub. And they come up with all these excuses. You know, the line, or it spat it because it didn't like the flavour of the bait. No, mate. You weren't using a circle hook. Get it through your head, mate. Circle hooks are the way to go. Why spend all these hours fishing so hard and to lose such a great eel just because you didn't use a circle hook? I don't understand the mindset of these people. So that's one good tip for you guys, circle hooks. It's very peaceful out here today. Nice. That's what I love about eel fishing. Just in the environment, relaxing. Just takes your mind off the world outside this scrubland. Whoa. That's an alarm. I set that for every 2 minutes, hydration. Yep, okay, that's hit the spot. I pretty much set that alarm so I can't get sidetracked, and I know my body's in prime form for fighting these eels. So I just set an alarm to remind me to hydrate my body. It can be a long day in the wilderness. So yeah, every 2 minutes, just make sure you top up those fluids. Okay, we're going to change location. You've got to be very careful when trekking through the bush. As you can see, it's a very dangerous landscape. As you can see, it's a very steep bloody fucking cliff here. But with some skill, what I tend to do is run down this bloody hill and land into that tree. It's a very good stopping barrier. Just take it easy. I've been doing this for years, so I kind of know what I'm doing. Shit. Perfect. New location. Just as simple as that, really. I'm a bit buggered after the trek in. Some eel locations you'll find ropes, and you might have to abseil in, and then you've got to rock climb up. It's quite an extreme sport, really. But I can sense here there's some bloody big eels, so it's worth the trek in. I have to hydrate myself, I think. Yeah, I'm getting a bit query. It's been 2 minutes. Yep, okay.